Mula sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao at sa iba't ibang sulok ng mundo, kami po ay nagpapasalamat sa inyong panonood ng Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Drive, Byron for the lead, that's good!
JC Marcelino, blocked by Carmal! CJ will fire. Oh my goodness! CJ katapusan!
Tinapos! What an upset, Mpbl.
Orlan Momar will score! Concepcion will fly up and under with some magic in the air.
2023 Mpbl National Champions. A dominant season ends with a championship for the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. A sensational season.
On the run with Bauchi, alley-oop.
The opening of the 2024 season. This league has gotten so big and has grown over the past 5 years since it started.
Taiwan! Yes, sir! Santos for three. Yes, sir. Bacolod scores inside, and that's basket and one.
This year, of course, meron bagong champion ulit ang Mpbl. And the Mpbl trophy has been won by 4 different teams. No team has won it twice.
It is another beautiful day for Philippine basketball as we give you your continuing coverage of the MPBL's 6th season. And now we are coming to you live from a brand new venue inside the Villar Coliseum in Las Piñas City. This is actually home already for our junior MPBL teams, but now it is time for Parañaque to take another home floor for our beloved league. Former UP Fighting Maroon JJ Española is now back in the MPBL, previously with Marikina, now with Bacolod. But he's going to take on another former UP Fighting Maroon in CJ Cancino, who has been reunited with his longtime coach and friend in Coach MC Abolucion. It's Bacolod versus Iloilo, to be followed by our defending champions, the Pampanga Giant Lanterns, taking on Rizal. And then in our final game, Manila will go up against the home squad in the Parañaque Patriots, who will now be led by Mark Yee. Thank you so much for joining us, folks. This is Mix Gomez at your service. And now making his first appearance in our MPBL season is Coach Louie Gonzalez. Now, because it is your welcome back moment here in the MPBL, Coach Louie, my question to you is, how many contenders do you see in our 6th season?
Oo, siguro magugulat ka, Mig, sa numbers. I see 13 strong teams that can vie for that championship and 17 more competitive teams for our 2024 MPBL season.
How about that? Almost half can be contenders in our 6th season. But now we have to talk about this lineup of Bacolod. The first name you see, Coach Louie, is such a familiar name.
Oo, it is. And, you know, Alex Cabagnoti, with this new face Bacolod City of Smiles team, siguro ang aabangan ko dito, yung hindi lang yung experience na idadali ni Alex Cabagnot sa team niya for the Bacolod yung motivation and inspiration din, Migs.
Now, before this game, nakausap natin ng ating courtside reporter na si Sydney Crespo, at sabi niya agad, may kwento siya para sa atin. So why don't we say hi to our courtside reporter. Sydney, ano nga ba ang kwento mo para sa amin?
Well, alam nyo, kanina sobrang excited akong makita at makausap ang new faces natin dito sa liga. Pero meron muna tayong isa pa na hindi makikita ngayong hapon, and that is Bacolod's new playing head coach, Coach Alex Cabagnot. Coach Alex joined the squad last February, which everyone said gave a good morale and influence to the team. However, for now, we won't see him for the next 2 games, and no problem naman daw yan according to the team dahil napaghandaan nila ito sa practice nung fresh from Korea. si Coach Alex. Kaya para sa mga fans na nag-aabang ngayon, well, sa third game pa ng Bacolod natin makikita si Coach Alex. Abangan natin yan.
And I think we can also assume that Rashawn McCarthy will be back by then alongside Coach Alex Sabagnot. Thank you, Sydney, and welcome to you as well for our 6th season of the Mpbl. So from Bacolod, it has transition to Iloilo. Magkalapit lang naman ang dalawang teams na yan sa Visayas. So Coach Louie, when you first saw this team of the Iloilo squad, nakita mo ba na possibly playoff team na sila in this season? Can they qualify maybe in the next rounds of our playoffs?
I think congratulations first to the coaching staff kasi ito byproduct to ng working early. I think with this new acquisition, 6 holdovers from their last team, pero yung mga addition sa team nila makes, and now I can say na talagang playoff team na itong Iloilo.
Okay, there you have it. CJ Cancino, Mark Nonoy is here as well in the Mpbl alongside some other talents. It's Iloilo versus Bacolod, as now we turn you over to Richard Campos.
Stream live on MPN YouTube channel, MPTV Signal Channel 98, MPTV Channel 53, Satellite, and Filipinas Live app. It's the Battle of Ilonggos, Bacolod versus Iloilo. Here are the sponsors. First, the Bacolod City of Smiles. At guard number 4, JJ Espanola. Also at guard number 26, Tricky Peromingan. Playing center number 30, Maclean Sabilina. Forward number 13, Nico Obalde. The other forward number 17, Danny Marilao. Bacolod, the City of Smiles, will be led by the team representative Paul San Jose. Assistant coaches, Bong Sanggalang and Roch Tolentino. Team manager is Luigi Herrera. Now starting for Iloilo United Royals. At guard number 16, Aaron Heruta. The other guard number 11, Rai De La Rosa. At center number 47, Chadi Rangel. Forward number 4, RB Berjay. Small forward number 27, CJ Cancino. Iloilo United Royals head coach is MC Abulucion. His assistants are Jap Sakuan, Ethel Tacorda, and Julius Sinon. Coaching consultant, Mac Kuan. Team honors are the father and son tandem of Jay and JJ Habilosa. Referees for this ball game are Jobet Ocpemia, Michael Kinay, and Danilo Pimentel.
The starting fives of this game are brought to you by Buenas. And we're seeing a lot of familiar names, Coach Louie. Aaron Heruta is back with Iloilo with Rai De La Rosa, who played for JRU with Coach Louie Gonzalez. Chadi Rangel is also back with CJ Cancino and RB Verjay. On the other end, for Bacolod, kanina napansin natin, Coach Louie, na parang maraming bagong faces sa kanila dito sa MPBL. Pero yung starting lineup nila, ito, familiar na tayo sa kanila.
Yes, you know, it just shows how yung MPBL has been growing and growing year in year out. Makes talagang again, not just the players, even the quality of the game, which we witnessed in our first two playing dates. Ang taas ng quality eh.
CJ Cancino just took his first shot as a member of Iloilo and he missed it. Forward pass, JJ Espanola onto the spinning Danny Marilao.
And these are the things na dadali nila JJ Espanola. Yung nakuha nila doon sa stint nila playing in the pros.
3x3 basketball, that was the story for JJ Espanola in the past couple of years alongside Nicole Ubalde, who once played for Val City, and then he became teammates with the aforementioned Mr. Espanola. Oh, he was blocked by Chadi Rangel.
And you see the body language of these guys, no?
As this play of the game is brought to you by Buenas. Tornado alert from Danny Marilao, who after some time, is finally away from Coach John Calios. Naghiwalay na rin sila dito sa MPBL.
Yeah, totoo yan. I was about to say that also, Migs.
Coach Louie did mention the quality of games that we have seen so far in our 6th season. All have been close, and we've seen the elevation of the quality of some squads. Even Val City played so well in the opener. Kahapon, ano mga napansin mo, Coach Louie?
Oo, okay. Yung first game pa lang natin, it was close. That Mindoro versus Bicol game. Alam mo yun, at sila yung mga tail end, nasa tail end ng standing natin last season. Pero both teams showed grit. Both team showed promise in our next game with that Negros Marikina naman. Alam mo yun, yung Marikina under new system, itong kay Coach Rizal Castro, nag-a-adjust pa. But the third game talaga, ang ganda.
And how about the start for Bacolod in this game? Some great passing. Danny Marilao just gave up the ball onto Nicolo Balde. Will now be proceeding to the stripe.
You know, siguro ang advantage right now nitong Bacolod City of Smiles team. The 4 playing right now, galing lahat to sa 3x3.
Okay.
Kaya if yung skill level, yung confidence nila, alam mo yon, pag ganun, kasi pag galing ka dun sa 3-on-3 talaga, pagpasok mo sa 5-on-5, parang ang dali mag-basketball eh.
In the words of JJ Espanola, na-master daw talaga nila yung half-court play. So wala silang problema sa kalahati ng court. Pero syempre may transition pabalik sa full court. So conditioning will be a concern for them.
Yes, it's just adjustment na lang talaga. Pero again, it's just a matter of time na you get back dun sa nilalaruan mo.
Right, De La Rosa faking right. The leaner goes in, making Coach Louie Gonzalez so proud.
Oh, especially with that action, Rai so used to that, coming off a player screen, then counter attack off the dribble.
Ikaw ba nagturo sa kanya nun?
Araw-araw niyang ginagawa kasi.
There you have it. Just had to give credit to his JRU head coach. As now Danny Marilao drives and kicks. Ubalde misses. Rebound, Chadi Rangel. And here comes Aaron Heruta, the returning point guard for Iloilo. CJ Cancino. He was fouled by Tricky Perumingan.
You know this guy will not think twice. Give him space, he's gonna take it. Proven scorer itong si CJ Cancino.
And Tricky knows about it since his Adamson days, that's for sure. So that's the second three-point attempt of CJ Cancino in this matchup. I asked him, can you describe to me your relationship with Coach MC Abolucion? Sabi niya, hindi ko kapatid yan, tatay ko yan.
Tatay.
Every time I'm feeling something about my game, he's one call away. Kahit nga yung asawa ni Coach MC na si Miss Ambia, no, nagiging nanay na rin sa kanya. So that's how close they are. He would even go back to the time wherein he first got discovered. Isa si Coach MC sa unang nakakilala kay CJ Cancino, who's now one of our biggest stars.
Oo. And you know, kasi friendly naman natin si Coach MC. I've seen a lot in his yung sa Instagram stories niya na working out talaga.
Oh yeah.
With CJ Cancino.
Ay, hindi lang Instagram yan. Sabi ni Sydney, TikTok star
TikTok
yan,
star.
si CJ Cancino. Okay, speaking of Sydney Crespo, she now has more about CJ. Go ahead, Sid.
Coach Louie, you mentioned earlier na possible playoff team na itong Iloilo this season. Kwento ni head coach MC Abolucion na hindi sila nagpa-try out ng off-season dahil handpick itong mga pinapanood natin ngayon. Ang sarap pakinggan ng mga kwento ng kanyang mga new players tulad nito, ni CJ Cancino na siya ang unang lumapit kay Coach MC. Diba, iisipin natin for sure, marami mag-o-offer sa fresh from UAP champion CJ, pero mas pinili raw niyang bumalik sa coach na nakadiscover nga sa kanya nung high school, Migs. Para kay CJ, he knows that he can still have his confidence after his recent injury kung dito siya sa Iloilo mapupunta. For Coach MC, he says his team is now built off of trust through the years and maybe loyalty as well. Migs and Coach Louie, pag lumingon kayo sa kaliwa nyo sa likod, yung two rows dyan, buong pamilya daw ni CJ.
Wow, that is a big family for CJ Cancino. I'm not sure how extended the family is, but thank you, Sid. A lot of information. At kita mo naman, Coach Louie, magka-wavelength tayo, no, kay Sydney. Dahil sinuportahan niya yung mga kwento natin. Dinagdagan niya pa. Apparently, si CJ pa lang lumapit kay Coach MC Abolucion. So, parang utang na loob na rin ba yun, in a way?
Oo, kasi usually, kasi, you know, coaching, Migs, talagang madalas nag-e-end yan kung ganong katiwala sa iyo yung player. you know that when you get the trust ng mga players mo, you can ask them to do whatever you want. And they believe na whatever you ask them to do, alam mo yun, hindi yun magiging detrimental para sa kanila.
And of course, coming off of some injuries here and there, the confidence might have taken some hits for CJ, but if you're back with Coach MC, then you should be at a good condition right now with it. Off of the turnover, Cancino almost traveled. Well, apparently, he's called for another thing, and it's a charge.
Yeah, and with his family, witnessing his first game as a pro player, ito, milestone to sa buhay ni CJ Cancino.
Well, as a professional basketball player, you have to understand that you cannot do that offensively. Charge po ang tawag kay Ginoong Cancino.
You know,
3 minutes gone by.
Another player that I've seen that will be a big chip on his shoulder in terms of leadership. Itong si Aaron Heruta, a homegrown player from Iloilo mix.
And the finalist last year in the Mpbl when he played for the Bacoor City Strikers. Good to have him back wearing purple or dark blue as Peromingan misfires. And here comes Rai De La Rosa onto CJ Cancino.
This is where CJ is really dangerous.
Cross court, Heruta wide open, short. Now we have to remember this is a new venue for our players. So there might be some transitioning happening as well in terms of getting to know the court.
And their first game as well. So nararamdaman mo may jitters pa talaga.
That's a miss for Rai De La Rosa. And I'm sure you're happy that he's getting a start here.
Oo naman. And I think Rai really deserved it. Sobrang hardworking itong batang ito.
Rai did tell me that he has plans on getting drafted later this year. So he's working on his stock or basically himself overall. As Ubalde misses inside. Good defense by CJ Cancino. Heruta on the move. That's the best look that CJ has gotten so far, but he continues to miss. Cancino slowing things down. Onto Heruta. Same angle. Same result. Three-point shooting is not looking good so far for them.
Jitters talaga eh. I can say na jitters pa talaga.
They're now 0 out of 7 from downtown. Talking about Iloilo in this game. We are in Las Piñas, by the way, inside the Villar Coliseum, for those of you who are wondering. Rai De La Rosa checks out. And it's Mark Nonoy who's in the Mpbl for the first time on its regular season. He will be defending Tricky Peromingan. 4-3, Iloilo has the advantage. It's a low-scoring game. Peromingan onto Marilao. Driving kick, Española fires, and he scores.
And you can tell even Coach Alex is not here. You can tell with itong yung team actions nitong Bacolod. Maganda, galing lahat sa play.
Well, sinabi din naman sa atin ng players sa kanina that he made such a great impact in the practices that they've already had. So they're waiting for the third game in the Mpbl with Coach Alex Cabagnod will be present once again. Cancino continues to miss. Marilao feed a beautiful one to Maclean Zabilina. Heruta, defended by Ubalde. Up top to Mark Nonoy. 10 on the shot clock. There's the screen by Chadi Rangel. Heruta going left. Heruta. Ooh, it's a charge on him.
I like the confidence nito ni JJ Española. No? Ang laki na pinagbago since the last time I saw him play.
Now this fast break of the game is brought to you by New Star Max. Win to the max. Danny Marilao playing point guard in this game. He's been doing that, some flashy passes since the start of this matchup.
And you mentioned, parang hindi ako sanay na hindi ko siya makita under sa tutelage ni Coach JK eh.
Tama yun. Big shout out to Coach John Calias as Gab Gomez just scored his first points as an Mpbl player. Now there's a foul on the other end. Peromingan will proceed to the line. Some more changes here Joining Mark Nonoy are the aforementioned Gab Gomez. We also have Vin Capasio on his return. Previously, he was with Bulacan. Clint Duliges is also returning, coming from San Juan in his previous MPBL stint. And then there's a new guy, a big man for Iloilo, who Coach Louie is familiar with. Coach Louie, why don't you introduce us to him, Mr. Diaz?
Yeah, Jed Diaz at reserve player din at ito ng Ateneo Blue Eagles.
A lot of people are actually coming from Ateneo in this squad.
Oh, I heard that he works hard in practice. Talagang defender ang kanyang role.
It's 9-6. Bacolod looking good. With Capasio, hand off to Dominguez, and here's Gab Gomez. Kick out. Clint, straight away 3. That's good.
And these are the guys to watch out kasi like Clint Doligas, fresh from the PBA. So ang confidence nito outstanding pa.
We're tied at 9. Solomon got the switch. They go right to Tricky against Mark Nonoy. Penomingan will fire. No good for the former Pasay Voyager. Rebound. Jacob Galicia is blocked. There's that defense. You did mention Mr. Diaz is a defensive player. Now this 3-point shot of the game is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. That's too easy for Clint Duliges. Mark Nonoy adding to the tally here, his first 3-pointer. Coach Louie, I'm sure that you're really feeling the depth of the roster of Iloilo, especially with its guards.
And these are capable scorers. Alam mo, you can tell nga mas marami silang itinira from beyond the arc kaysa sa perimeter.
Let me check that as of this moment. Solomon driving and missing. Offensive rebound for JR Galit, signature mid-range. To your point, Iloilo has shot the ball 9 times from downtown and only thrice from the 2-point area. There's another 3-pointer. Capasio missing.
Parang napanood ko na to last night yung Sarangani really started hot from beyond the arc last night versus Bataan.
Pero last year, ganun na yung identity nila. More 3s than 2s, right?
Oo. Pero again, yung brand talaga ng game ni Coach JK, talagang kahit sino yung mga players niya, merong blessing. Kaya kung ramdam mo, pukul mo.
Ramdam din ni JR Galit ang kanyang nakaraang tira. Ngayon, diretso sa linya. And it seems like the foul was on the floor, so the basket didn't count.
And like this guy, JR Galit, did not get that much playing time last time when he was still with the Bacoor strikers. Pero alam mo yun, pag nabibigyan talaga ng chance, nag-perform.
Well, JR Galit, before all the talent came in for Bacoor last year, he was one of those fan favorites back in Season 4. Do you remember that time, Coach Louie?
Oo.
Now they're on the run. Bounce pass by Solomon. Oh, that's a block by Jed Diaz. What a start for him. Iloilo on the run. Diaz rewarded with 2 points.
And you always compliment that. Siguro, may connection na talaga yung dalawa Atong si Gab Gomez and Jed Diaz
There's that Katipunan connection.
Katipunan connection. May connection ka na rin naman sa Katipunan
Ako meron din. Marami rin dito sa Iloilo squad. And now I'm thinking for Bacolod, parang wala masyado. As you get to see that block by Jed Diaz. And then what do you do if you're the point guard? You reward your running big man.
Oo. Alam mo, that fuels them to do more. Again, being a big man in this game, it's really not easy. You know, the battle is always in the inside.
So that being said, if we compare it, the brand of basketball a couple of decades ago compared to the brand of basketball today, mas nakakapagod ba maging isang big man?
Oo naman, because the game right now is so much faster.
Yeah.
Alam mo, yung science ng training, iba na mix
Pero yung physicality, para sa kanila, pareho lang ba?
Mas malalakas na yung players right now.
There you go. It's faster and it's tougher. And JR Galit scores off the glass.
Okay, like that guy, I really love to watch JR Galit play. Because he talagang tough eh. This guy works hard.
That's a walk for Clint Doliges. He did mention the hardworking J.R. Galit. It's been his branding for a couple of seasons now in the MPBL. You'll really appreciate it as a fan. We've started to appreciate it since season 4 of our league when he was still with Bacoor.
Oo, and if I am to describe this guy, it's Galit.
Galit talaga.
Oo.
Ang pangalan ng kanyang branding. Solomon fires. No good. There's that hard work inside on the rebounding sequence. A chance to run. Gab Gomez
Great
feeds.
pass.
And that's a miss for Doliges. We keep on running. Almost a counter steal by Mark Nonoy. Pasjas to the left. Solomon. There's a foul before the pass.
And you know, this is the biggest difference right now with Mark Nonoy and Gab Gomez. Before, sa collegiate, maybe they're one of the fastest players playing in those ranks na yun. Pero right now, this is a way different world for them na mas marami ng mas mabilis at meron ding mas malalakas.
Mark Nonoy did tell me at this point in his career, it's not about speed anymore. It's about kontra-tempo. Yan ang kanya magiging kakampi.
And that's maturity.
Well, he did also contextualize it in a way na yung mga teammates ko kasi, minsan naiiwan ko sa fast break. Hindi naman syempre nakakatulong yun kapag mag-isa ka lang. So, you know, it's about being with your squad as well.
And he will learn. He will get a lot here in the MPBL.
We are just so happy to have it. 15 seconds remaining. That's a steal. One more chance for Bacolod. Pasjas ahead to Galicia. Did he walk? Yes, he did. 8 seconds here for Iloilo.
Yeah, this is our first game. This is my first game for dito sa MPBL for our new season. Pero Mix, parang ang tagal na nitong liga eh, the way these two teams play.
Well, they did have a lot of tune-up games. We did see the stories of Coach MC himself. Ang ganda ng build-up sa kanila. Unfortunately, they give the ball up again to Janjan Pasjas and Bacolod.
And we know they had a lot of tune-ups, and we know that they just gonna get better. Both teams.
Nice pass. Sorry, missed on the hook shot. But there's the putback for Bacolod. What a start for them, Coach Louie.
You know, it's sa akin, it's not really the missed shot, pero the way they play as a team. Ayun yung outstanding right now na nakikita ko with both Iloilo and Bacolod.
Let's see the replay. This is definitely gonna count. We did hear the buzzer sound after Pasjas already released the ball. So that's it for our first quarter. A lot of people might have thought that Iloilo would dominate in this game, but Bacolod had some response for us in the first 10 minutes. No Alex Habagnot as of yet. No problem. This end of the first quarter score is brought to you by GameX. We are back inside the Villar Coliseum in Las Piñas. This will be the home court of Parañaque for today. They will be in action in our third game versus Manila, but now it's Bacolod versus Iloilo. So we are seeing a lot of new faces for this Bacolod squad, but they certainly played very well in the first 10 minutes. On the other hand, for Iloilo, we mentioned the fact that they shot more threes than twos. Although their shooting isn't really the best right now. They're at 31% and 18% from downtown. Is that their biggest issue?
Right now, siguro medyo nanggigigil pa, naiinip pa, or natatakawan pa itong mga players right now nila. Then, with that low percentage, kaya itong Bacolod right now is plus 11 in terms of rebounding. 19-8.
You see the first quarter field goal shooting as Pastas made that shot but the buzzer sounded.
Parang nang bilis nun eh. And the clock hasn't started yet.
At unfortunate yun para sa Bacolod dahil nakascore sila.
Oo, si Pastas hindi ko nakilala.
Iba yung buhok.
Oo.
Iba yung buhok. Kanina rin may ngumingiti sa akin. Sabi ko, sino to? Si Janjan pala to. And plus, he's wearing different colors now. Because last year, he played for Negros as a homegrown. But then again, he still is a homegrown. Because this is a Bacolod team.
Oo. Alam mo yun, Pat, sabi ko, ang aga, both teams representing the Visayas region, talagang halos nasa Region 6.
Oo.
Itong parehong koponan na to.
Technically, I gotta brush up on my history and my geography, but Bacolod is under Negros.
Oo, province of Negros.
Province of Negros. Is Iloilo under Negros as well?
It is. Lone city lang kasi itong Bacolod kasi is a city
tama.
already.
There you go. And we've been wishing for it in the past couple of years that there would be a Bacolod versus Iloilo game in Bacolod. But we do have Negros, so it still might happen. But as of now, we'll take a short break as we're sorting out some difficulties at the sideline. Pag-usapan natin si Danny Marilao. Last year when he was still with the Master JK, Coach John Calios, those were his numbers, Coach Louie.
Oo, alam mo yun, outside that 7 points and 5.6 rebounds that Danny brings in every day in, day out sa game. Alam mo, yung intensity and energy pa. Oo, and he's a good, sa akin, good pick to si Danny Marilao, playing for Bacolod right now.
Well, he did start off very well in this game with a couple of flashy passes. This is coming off of a 3-point miss by Mark Nonoy. That's Manalang, JM Manalang, who came from University of the East. Still wearing the same colors here in the Mpbl. Miss on his shot. Kabila, Gab Gomez, air ball. Rebound Galicia. Up ahead, Pasas. JJ.
You know, nararamdaman ko right now sa game na to na mas mahaba yung pasensya nitong Bacolod City of Smiles team compared dun sa pinapakita ng Iloilo.
Do you think it's because they are more experienced compared to this Iloilo roster?
Yeah, that's one thing. Pero siguro, ayun na rin siguro yung mentorship na dinala ng kanilang head coach na si Alex. Is in basketball, especially at this level, you don't rush things. You need to play as a unit. More importantly.
Imagine if he returns. Sabi ni Sydney, 2 game lang, nawala si Coach Alex. Pabalik na siya in their third. 8.5 minutes, that's a turnover with 3 on the shot clock for Iloilo.
And siguro nandun pa rin sa period of adjustment and even Coach MC is trying to yung mixed matches ng rotation mo. Alam mo, yung mga new players mo playing alongside veterans. Importante kasi yun and for us coaches, we really those are the things that we need to figure out right away.
We have another break. The score is 19-14. A minute and a half have gone by in the second quarter. Back with CJ Cancino and the rest of Iloilo taking on Bacolod for the first game of your MPBL Tuesday. There's Nicolo Balde inbounding to his 3x3 teammate, JJ Española. So they've been together for quite a while now. Manalang, mid-range. That goes in. That seems to be his shot. And you'll take it if you're Bacolod. Jason Credo now making his first appearance as well. Nice move. And he backs that ball in.
Tall line.
21-16.
Yeah, tall lineup for this tall and fast lineup for the Royals right now.
Oh, nice basket on the other end by Nicolo Balde. Cancino, sidestep, that didn't work, and there's a loose ball foul. But I'd like to go back to Nicolo Balde for a while. Much like the other players of Bacolod, ito yung mga hindi masyadong nagagamit sa ibang koponan. Their confidence seemed to have really increased already, and you never know. One of them might actually blossom as a star in this season for Bacolod, as now this play of the game is brought to you by Buenas. Jason Credo coming from Ateneo, converting with those 2 points. And now there's a putback for J.R. Ongteco.
Yeah, you mentioned itong si Ubalde, no? Usually ganyan talaga yung buhay ng player, and you just have to wait and be patient for that time na dumating. Then, ayan, right now, I think he's already found a home with this Bacolod City of Smiles team. That trusts him a lot. Na binibigay sa kanya talaga yung opportunity to showcase kung ano yung craft niya.
So now we have our first challenge of the game. Just so everybody knows the rules, if you have a wrong challenge, then you do not have any challenges anymore. And you also lose a timeout. But if you have one correct challenge, then you have one more opportunity. But there's only a maximum of 2 correct challenges as well.
Ang ganda ng yung ating change of rules na yun, na mas nabigyan yung coaches ng kasi pag alam mo may dalawang challenge ka na nasa bulsa mo, if you're the coach, medyo mas relax ka.
Yeah.
Hindi kasi alam mo na pwede mong i-call yung attention agad once na may nakita ka na hindi tamang tawag.
You just have to make sure that you are correct. Or else you don't have any more challenge by the end of the game. That was such an issue last year for us. Tinatanong ka namin, Coach Louie, kung kailan ba dapat ginagamit yung nag-iisang challenge mo. And a lot did say that you should preserve it up until the 4th quarter. But we've seen games change because of a challenge made in the first half. So nag-iba yung takbo ng laro. Dahil nga na-call yung attention ng referee.
Pero minsan kasi, that challenge is +2, +1 yun sa timeout mo, Mix. Pwede mong gamitin yun na timeout din
Might as well. Last touch. That is what is being contested right now. Is it Jason Credo or J.R. Galit? And it seems like Iloilo does have a case. There's Coach MC. Being calm at the sideline as a second-year head coach in our league. He came through midway through last season for Iloilo, and they did make the playoffs. They had that one game versus Bacoor kung saan na pasigaw si Paulo Hubalde na tinapos. It was that game winner by CJ Katapusan, who by the way is still with Iloilo alongside Chuck Imperial and Alan Beltran, but because of their rotation, they're just juggling players here and there. Those 3 will not be able to play. They're not suited up in today's outing. Andun sila sa likod ng bench ng Iloilo kasama ang buong angkan ni CJ Cancino.
I just cannot imagine once na maging mabuo na itong Iloilo Royal. Plus the chemistry, also. Sobrang promising itong team na to.
Of course, time and experience will help them out. This is only their first game. They have 29 in total for our preliminaries, as we do have 30 teams, 15 in the north, 15 in the south, for our Mpbl 6th season. And Coach Louis Gonzalez did give us that magic number. So far, he is seeing 13 championship contenders to make the race even more interesting for the Pampanga Giant Lanterns, who will be in action in our second game today versus Rizal. And then it's Manila
The
versus the
challenge
Parañaque
made by
Patriots
Iloilo has been
in
nullified.
our third game.
You know what made me say that, Migs? Kasi again, with the new talents that na pumasok dito sa ating liga, alam mo yung maturity rin ng ating mga former players. Dahil halos buong taon naglaro sila. And ito naman bagong season na naman tayo. They're a better players sila.
Tama yan. In and out for JJ Española, but great effort on the glass right there by Bacolod. One more chance. Ubalde fires and scores. 26-18. Cancino on the other end. Challenged beautifully. There's no foul. But last touch there for Bacolod. So Iloilo will have a baseline inbound. 18 on the shot clock. RV Berjay. The younger of the two Berjays here in the MPBL. Aaron Heruta. Screen up top by RV. Heruta found an opening. Good feed to JR Ongteco, and that's basket and one.
Oo, and you can see now Aaron, no? Sa akin, ito yung body niya na nakita unang-una ko siya nakita that is really playing very well. Right now, talagang bumalik na eh.
Are you saying body language or physical?
Yung physical appearance niya.
Okay.
Oo.
Well, last year, actually up and down nga yung kanyang weight, no? Because he did have a baby. So there was a lot of taking care of the baby happening. He got less sleep, pumayat siya ng onte, but by the end of the season, na-regain niya ang kanyang weight. As now, let's go back to Sydney Crespo.
Mix and Coach Louie, pinag-uusapan nyo kanina yung mga 3x3 players ng Bacolod, no? Well, for the Bacolod coaches, they really wanted to get 3x3 players, not just because of their actual speed, their ability to run, pero yung bilis rin nila sa decision making. They are firm, energetic, and confident. When I talked to Tricky Perominga, nakwento niyang dapat magpapahinga siya after his professional 3x3, pero biglang tumawag ang Bacolod sa kanya. Mas nakakatakot daw kung mawala ang opportunity. Nakatulong rin sa kanya yung decision na 4 silang napunta sa Bacolod ng kanyang 3x3 teammates. Para kay JJ naman, he likes to play with pride now that he's back in Mpbl, and he said he's become more efficient after 3x3. In this game, habang wala si Coach Alex, the rest of the coaches are expecting them to push the ball and maximize the chemistry of these 4 new guys. Back to you guys.
First of all, when Sid said 4 silang pumunta dito sa Bacolod, that means the whole 3x3 team went to the Bacolod squad.
So, +1 na lang, wala nang chemistry issue.
Tama ka dun. And it's good that Sydney also mentioned about the development of JJ Española, who seems to be playing well as a point guard now for his teammates. They are up by 3 as Ongteco drives and he shoots. No good. JJ rebounds. Española, screened by Marilao. He lost the ball. That's a foul called on Jason Credo.
Tapos kung ang magiging +1 mo pa, katulad na player ni Danny Marilao, that complements yung kahit saang team to, alam mo magko-complement kasi he doesn't need that basketball to play. Alam mo, he will do the other things.
Some people would even describe it as the dirty stuff. That's what he does. Yung mga nakakatamad gawin. Yun. Also in the eyes of other people.
Oo, pero pag ganong klaseng player ka, meron kang team na palagi mapupuntahan.
Tama. Parang Adi Santos sa Zamboanga. Good defense there by Bacolod to counter CJ Cancino. Marilao, another no-look feed onto Nicole Ubalde.
And pinag-uusapan lang natin itong si Danny Marilao.
That's 8 points now for Ubalde in this game. Marami na yan. Last year, he wouldn't even score that much for Val City. As now, Ray De La Rosa returns.
And talking about dimes naman para kay Danny Marilao.
De La Rosa is back, as I mentioned. 13 on the shot clock for Iloilo. RB Berjay against Danny Marilao. Nice feed. Credo up and under. Yes. Let's see the replay. There's the Ateneo connection. RB Berjay onto Jason Credo. A lot of championship culture experience right there between those two.
Oh, and one thing very evident there is unselfishness.
Kay Coach Tab, mandatory yun.
Oo.
Now there's a foul. Would that have been an unsportsmanlike foul? Maybe not. CJ Cancino is not too happy about it, but it seems like it's only a blocking foul or a hacking foul. There's Coach MC Abolucion calling on Mark Nonoy. He replaces CJ Cancino, who's 1 out of 8 from the field so far, but he was so happy when he made his first three-pointer.
Talaga si
Assist
Coach
story.
MC, no? Yeah, binibigyan talaga ng confidence itong si CJ. 9 assists for the Bacolod team and 10 for the Royals.
By the way, in those Bacolod assists, 7 came from Española and Marilao. It's the two of them doing the playmaking. Danny Marilao did have a nice spin move in the previous sequence, but he wasn't able to score. Then there was a foul called in the rebounding sequence. Now, a sub for Bacolod City. Is that Miles Canyal? Yes, it is. A homegrown. Checking in. Harvey, handoff. Rai against Tricky. De La Rosa with the pull-up. And the make.
Yeah, that's money for Rai De La Rosa, especially going to his left with that 2-dribble jumper. Mataas yung efficiency ni Rai doon.
28-27. Oh, that's a charge. It's called on Miles Canyal.
Malaki rin to si Canyal, no?
Oo. 5 ang laro para sa Bacolod. As now, this lucky fan of the game is brought to you by Buenas. The feed by Danny Marilao, making the Bacolod fans happy. Mark Nonoy for 3. Yes, sir.
And he's not gonna think twice.
Now we are under the 4-minute mark in the second quarter, 30-28. Danny Marilao on to Canyal. Miles giving it up to JJ Española. Baseline drive, bumped. And that's good, clean defense. JR Anteco just serving as a wall for Iloilo. Quinn Capascio now returns. That's a guy who's happy with Coach MC Abolucion. Before this game, he told me, ako mataas ang standard ko sa coaching dahil ang standard ko ay yung tatay ko. Sabi niya, for him to be happy about Coach MC Abolucion, that should be a big testament already about his presence with Iloilo.
Oo. And you know, like Gwen, yung nagiging story niya dito sa Mpbl, talagang medyo matagal na siya naglalaro, pero trying to find kung saan talaga siya mag-fit at magpapasok yung style at standards ng laro niya.
We did see his struggle last year with the Bulacan Cuyas, but he was able to perform well in that previous sequence. So he's at the stripe for 2 gimmies.
And right now, the way this game is being played.
As this free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subukan kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
Oo, I like the quality na nakikita ko with doon sa parehong koponan. Alam mo yun, hindi siya go lang na laro eh. It is both teams talagang nagde-depend sila doon sa execution at sistema nila.
Much like what we have seen in the first 5 games of the Mpbl before this one. We have a timeout. 3 minutes and 20, 32-28. Last year, Bacolod was 9th in the South Division, so they just missed out on the playoffs with an 11-17 win-loss record. Remember, last year it was a different squad. Most of the core of Muntinlupa transferred to them. They also had a gunner in Val Chauca, but now it's a complete revamp. Only, who's that guy remaining? Only one guy.
Alfred Cedillo.
Alfred Cedillo as a homegrown. This is Mix Gomez, by the way, alongside Coach Louis Gonzalez and Sidney Crespo at your service. Española drive and kick. Pero Mingan, no good. Great battle inside, and there's a loose ball foul, or was it a double foul?
It is.
It's Rangel and Cañal called for those fouls. Chadi Rangel is one of those long-time players of Coach MC Abolucion. Yan yung mga batang gilas players niya.
Oo, mga batang gilas to.
So because of the double foul, we had to follow the possession arrow. Iloilo gets the ball now. Capasio gives it up to Nonoy. Nice screen. And there's the finish, 2+1.
And you know what makes it effective? It's Ray De La Rosa giving that back screen to Gwen Capasio. Kaya maganda yung recognition din ni Chadi doon sa cut ni Gwen.
So now, Gwen Capasio is slowly but surely getting his groove for Iloilo, and he's doing it as a power forward.
Oo, kasi for the longest time na every time pinapanood ko si Gwen, madalas yung napupuntahan niya kasing team, sariling sikap eh. And right now, okay, what can you ask for more if you can ask for kung mapunta ka sa team that plays with the system?
That's right. Oh, Rangel and Cañal going at it.
Oo.
It's a lane violation. But back to what you said, you did tell me before this game that these players of Iloilo grew up playing with good systems already.
Exactly.
Cañal escapes and misses. He gets his own board. There's the length of Chadi Rangel, but Miles was still able to score, and he has some words for Chadi.
Oo, so alam mo yung magiging match-up na nitong dalawang to. Challenge of pride na to.
Oo. Chadi was asking for it on the low block in the previous play. As now, Ray De La Rosa converts from downtown.
And again, Ray also, he visited one of my practices. He told me na, Coach, that not that much adjustment because halos similar yung tinatakbo natin. And what's good is I have good screeners dun sa team ko right now.
At siya rin, he's a willing screener.
Oo.
No look. Capasio, no foul. Rebound, Perumingan. Back and forth we go. Almost a steal by the Ligues. Española recovers. The bounce to Tricky. One-handed, yes.
Itong laro natin, no, talagang game of streaks eh.
At walang lumalayo.
Walang lumalayo.
37-32. De La Rosa to Nonoy. Screen, pull up. Too strong.
Okay, good line there by yung three-pointer ni Mark Nonoy dun.
Oh, we did see him shoot a lot of threes for DLSU in their past season. Cañal, nice fake as well. So now he will proceed to the line.
And you know, okay, with advanced statistics now, okay, especially the four playing right now, itong combination ni Ubalde, pero ni Tricky, tsaka ni Española. Tapos kahit sinong, with Danny Marilao, yung fifth guy nila, mataas yung efficiency.
Have you ever covered Miles Cañal before?
Not yet. This is the first time I've seen him.
Me too. Noong una kong tingin sa pangalan niya, sabi ko, typo ba to? Kasi may kilala tayong senyal.
Oo, si
Sandy Senyal.
Si Sandy, oh. Former player ko si Sandy.
He played for Mindoro before. I hope he's doing okay. And here's Quinn Capasio. Handoff. Nonoy up top to right. De La Rosa. Berjay. 9 on the shot clock. Nice escape.
And RB came ibang-iba rin yung confidence level ni RB. ngayon no? Hindi na, medyo natunaw na yung mga taba eh.
And of course, Coach Elvis Tolentino has a lot to do with that as well. Tingnan mo yung nagawa ni Coach Elvis. Where's J.R. Chavez now?
Oo.
He's doing so well with Abra. And now RBJ with Iloilo, of course, among others, as we get to see the replay.
Atabay played well yesterday. With Negros. So, alam mo yun, nagkaroon ng buhay yung mga players niya eh. Leo Timaho will play for Rizal
later on. You would even argue that Coach Elvis himself just gave himself a nice opportunity with South Cotabato. He's a contender. Free throw shooting on your screen.
Stuck yung team ni Coach Elvis.
With his son, by the way, who played well in the preseason. De La Rosa spins. There's the fade. Wow, he's showing off.
Yeah, the poise and control. Kay Rai, ito yung nakikita natin kay Rai. It's not forcing things, but instead waiting for the game to come to him.
41-34 now. Pero Mingan onto Ubalde. 11 on the shot clock. There's the cross. He almost traveled. Mark Nonoy, foot race. On fifth gear, Nonoy will miss.
And that is going to his strong side.
Yeah. Good contest by Perumingan. And then it's all worth it as Danny Marilao scores to trim the lead down to 5.
Again, a big second quarter for the Iloilo Royals, scoring 27 points already.
Danny Marilao continues to have some answers in this game. He has 4 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 dimes. An all-around guy. Ayan, nagbunga naman yung kanyang trust with Coach John Calios.
And also the standards ng play, ayun ang maganda na umangat na talaga ng husto yung standards ng play ni Danny Marilao.
He did mention it's not just about the recruits of the coaches here in the 6th season of the Mpbl, but the development of the players who are already in the league. And there you see our beloved Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes, Captain Barbel at the sideline.
Imagine this guy when he started playing. Alam talagang ang halos bit-bit lang ni Danny nung nagsimula siya sa atin dito sa Mpbl, puso lang eh.
Oo. Sipag lang talaga.
Sipag lang talaga.
11 seconds remaining before halftime. Gwen Capascio has the ball and they're up by 5. Gwyn driving right. Capascio attacks. Capascio misses. 2 seconds to go. Ubalde has to fire. Nicole. Oh, he makes it. But did he get it off on time?
Again, presence of mind. I hope he gets it.
Well, he did have a buzzer beater in the first quarter as well. And what a game for Nicole Ubalde, who, if this counts, will be in double figures. Malabo na yan.
Mag-i-aim pa yan eh.
Yeah, that's not gonna make it. But still, good effort. And if you're Bacolod, you have to be happy with how you performed, especially at the start.
Oo naman. And again, we did not expect this. But again, what we're witnessing right now is a quality game. Itong laban ng Bacolod City of Smiles and Iloilo Royals.
It is 41-36. This halftime score is brought to you by GameX. We'll be back for more of your halftime analysis. We are back inside the Villar Coliseum in Las Piñas for Iloilo versus Bacolod, and the score is 41-36 in favor of Iloilo after winning the second quarter by 10 points. Still, if you're Bacolod, you have to be happy with how you're performing so far.
Oo, imagine ito kasi ang maganda right now. What's keeping Bacolod in this game is that 32, they're plus 10 in terms of rebounding. 32 to 22 assists. Halos sa akin pareho lang yan. Bench points. Dito naman nakabawi yung Iloilo kaya with the insertion itong ni Wayne Capacio at ni Jason Credo.
A lot of returning players here in the MPBL, a lot of new guns as well. There's a returning player in JR Amteco who's very familiar with Javelosas and Iloilo. And there's the lone shot by CJ Cancino, who struggled mightily from the field. Only 1 out of 8 and 1 out of 5 from downtown. And Iloilo did rely on that three-pointer a lot in the first two quarters.
And that gave naman Bacolod opportunity to score on fast break. Itong in this third quarter, what we expect? We expect more polish play execution from both teams. Na ako na-impressed na ako how they run their sets itong first half.
Right, De La Rosa is the top scorer of Iloilo, and on the other end, it's Nicole Ubalde from Val City to 3x3 onto Bacolod. He's looking good. He could have had 11 points already if not for that last shot that didn't count.
Oo. Alam mo yung 0.5 of a second, alam mo, baka naging counted pa yung tira niya eh.
Parang 0.2 na nga lang
0.2
yun
na nga lang eh.
But Coach Louie, how about your former JRU player, Mr. De La Rosa, who has 9 points and has the best plus-minus so far of plus 11.
Playing comfortably sa system ni Coach MC Abolucion.
By the way, that has been a hack of Coach Louie Gonzalez. If you want to develop your players and you're not even coaching them all the time, just put them here in the MPBL.
Oo naman.
The Marvin Dionisios, the JL De Los Santoses, they've come a long way.
Yeah, John Amores.
And
laking bagay talaga.
Maybe it's Rice's turn. J. Española with a kick out. Marilao drives, Marilao misses. Rebound onto Jed Diaz, who had 2 blocks in the first half.
And I'm really excited to cover this for today's game. Yung lineup, not just yung magandang lineup of games natin. Sa totoo lang, yung 6 na team na maglalaro ngayon, yung 5 teams doon, may mga former players ako na maglalaro.
Oh, okay.
And kay some of them, like for playing for Manila, si Carl Brian Cruz that I haven't seen for a long time already, na under ko pa when we're still kami pa yung nagko-coach ni Coach Glenn sa FEU Tamaraos.
We're gonna talk about him a lot later on because he and I are pretty close as well. So I have some stories that I would like for you to validate them later on.
Especially that guy. And mamaya na natin pagkwentuhan
Oo.
yun. No?
So, ang wala kang player sa Bacolod.
Oo, dyan lang ang team na wala ako naging player.
Okay. JJ Española. Bounce onto Danny Marilao. Mismatch against Rai De La Rosa. 4 on the shot clock. Danny, he's fouled. 2 free throws.
Rai was able to hold this ground till the last second. Pero naman, knowing Danny Marilao and the way he's playing right now, full of confidence, yung experience din yung pasensya.
So this gives me the time to thank some people, Senator Cynthia and Mark Villar, Congressman Camille Villar, and Mr. Carlo Aguilar. Not only are they responsible for bringing basketball to Las Piñas, but how about this beautiful venue, Coach Louie?
Alam mo yan, sobrang komportable, malamig, mix.
Oo, malamig. Maliwanag, magandang kulay as Rai De La Rosa makes a three-pointer. Before this game, when he found out, or when he told me that he knows about you being the analyst, he had a bit of a smile. I asked him, is that added pressure? And he said, of course, I'd like to make my college coach proud. At least he's following through as this three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances from the gym of Jose Rizal University. He's now shining here inside the Villar Coliseum, Mr. Rai De La Rosa.
Again, yung comfortability kasi ni Rai na this guy, I've seen him grow. Yung buong college years niya, halos ako yung may hawak sa kanya.
And you know that there's also pressure from his family. His kuya, his father are players. His kuya is doing so well for himself. Here's RV Berjay. No foul there. Good hands by Nicolo Balde. Bacolod is down by 7. Danny Marilao.
And that's what you're gonna like with Danny. Talagang magpupunta talaga sa setup.
Pero Mingan, wide open. Too strong. Ball tapped and recovered by Ubalde, who scores. That's 10 points now for Nico Ubalde with 7 rebounds to his name.
And you know, the 4 guys right now for Bacolod City of Smiles, siguro ang gusto lang ng coach nila right now is for them na makatapos ng laro because they're really doing wonders. Itong combination nitong apat na to, ni si Danny Marilao, si Tricky, si JJ Española, and Ubalde.
Oh, nice move by Danny Marilao. Now he has his tongue out.
Now, ito yung sinasabi sa atin ni Jacob na, Coach, big man na uli ako.
Rai De La Rosa. He misfires, rebound, pero Mingan. Up ahead to JJ Española. Stop and pop, that's too easy. Just too strong. Forward on the other end. CJ Cancino, turn around.
Good move.
No bounce.
Wala pa Talagang, alam mo, medyo still finding his groove dito sa Mpbl.
He's now 1 out of 9 from the field. CJ Cancino. Bounce pass. Galicia fakes. Good honesty by CJ. Under 7 minutes, 44-41. A beautiful feed. Aaron Heruta to RV Berjay.
Parang hindi mo ma-recognize na to si RB Berjay, no?
Because of his build,
his
skill set.
Ang laki ng pinagbago Mas talagang really prepared for this season.
Bounce pass on the other end.
Great play.
No basket.
Yeah, just couldn't finish.
And here comes Aaron Heruta. Pass to the right. De La Rosa for 3. Bombs away.
And you know, sa break na yan, he knows where to position himself.
15 points now for Rai. And now here's Danny Marilao. Given some space. Backing down, double teamed. Oh, that's a turnover, a chance to run. Iloilo by 8. Aaron Heruta. Nice feed. Jed Diaz, and now they're up by double figures.
And you know, this guy, Jed Diaz, no? Okay, twice already with the same finish. Alam mo, takbo lang siya ng takbo dun sa break.
Off of a great defensive play. Here's Aaron Heruta with the patience and the experience that he brings back to Iloilo, as we should say. And there's the trailer. More importantly for Iloilo, this is now the biggest lead in this game. 10 points, 51-41, after they trailed by 8 in the first half, 26-18 against Bacolod.
And also we would like to thank Mr. Carlo Aguilar, Honorable Congresswoman Camille Villar, Honorable Senator Mark Villar, and Honorable Senator Cynthia Villar.
Welcome back mga kaliga, nanonood pa rin kayo ng MPBL. Paalala ko lang na ito ang homecoming ni Aaron Hiruta. He's actually from Tagbak-Haro, Iloilo. Now that he's wearing his hometown's jersey once again, ito rin daw ang pinili niya dahil nakilala niya si Coach MC nung first year college. Kwento nga ni Aaron na kung sa last season sa Bacoor, marami siyang tinatawag na kuya, ngayon siya na daw ang tinatawag na kuya ng kanyang new teammates. Mula sa Iloilo dugout, the coaches noticed that Bacolod outworked them in the first half tulad ng sa 50-50 balls at depensa. The coaches called out that they were too in a rush in the first 2 quarters and they were not communicating anymore. Ultimately, Coach MC wants them to showcase their true talent. At alam naman natin kung ano ang kayang gawin ng kanyang mga players individually. Migs and Coach Louie.
That being said, Coach Louie, off of what Sydney mentioned, mukha ba nagmamadali pa rin itong Iloilo as they score on the fast break? Or tama lang itong pacing na to?
Okay, to start it out, sa akin, yung first quarter, they did it too fast. So ngayon kasi medyo nag-relax na sila. So mas relax, mas nakakapag-decide na sila ng mas maganda eh.
There you have it. Perfect timing by Sydney as Iloilo continues to be on a roll. But Alfred Cedillo just scored for Bacolod. That's their lone mainstay from last year's lineup.
And going back dun sa report ni Sydney, we did talk about that yung more importantly, yung leadership na dadalhin sa table ni Aaron Hiruta playing along this young bunch of guys. Pinag-usapan natin yun nung first quarter.
Championship experience, plus there's a lot of pride because as Sydney mentioned, he is a homegrown, literally from Iloilo as he returns. And now this fast break of the game is brought to you by New Star Max. Win to the max. Perfectly executed onto Clint Doliges for 2 easy points.
And you know what adds up to the pressure? It was reported, look at the fast break points, Bacolod 10, etong Iloilo naman 18, na yung composition ng team na to, Migs, handpicked.
Yeah.
Hindi sila nag-hold ng tryout, kundi talagang pinili nila yung sa tingin nilang mag-fit dun sa system na i-implement nila.
Credo alley-oop, good patience. Oh, no foul though, as Octeco lost the ball.
Great transition defense there by the white shirt.
Solomon up top, Manalang back to his point guard. 14 on the shot clock, 4 minutes and 9 in the third. JM will fire, no good. And here's Mark Nonoy, back to 5th gear. The cross and the escape. Welcome to the MPBL, Mark Nonoy.
You cannot defend Mark Nonoy like that in an open court basket because once you turn your head, he's gone.
Raymond Hamora, our social media guy, was trying to take a video of Mark Nonoy. Kahit siya nagulat, ang bilis. He had to rotate his phone from right to left in a matter of a second, just like that. And now it's a shot clock violation for Bacolod.
Yeah, good defense there.
Janjan Paschas returns for Tricky Perumingan. I'd like to say hi to Coach Bong Conlu, who's watching right now. He knows a lot of these players because he is from Huashong College of Iloilo. Mark Nonoy is from that school, among others. Chadi Rangel and Clint Doliges as well.
Especially Mark Nonoy, discovery yan ni Coach Conlu.
And boy, did he blossom since his high school days with UST. Mark Nonoy was number 2 in the MVP race, just behind the 7-foot freak of nature in Kai Soto. Baseline inbound.
Scoring machine, no?
Si Mark Nonoy.
Oo, no,
Nung
no.
time na yon. He gets the steal. Here he goes again. Contratempo. Jason Credo for 3. Oh, off the glass and in.
And
the bank is open.
And what's good with Mark Nonoy is he's fast with or without the ball.
Tama. He was a track star as well before, to my knowledge. Cedillo misfires. Rebound, J.R. Galit. Now here's Janjan Pastas. They're down by 15.
Oo, ito yung pinag-usapan natin, Migs, kanina na once umupo na yung quartet ni Española, Ubalde, pero Numingan, tsaka ni Marilao, ito yung nagiging downfall nitong Bacolod City of Smiles.
And Iloilo is able to
Bacolod,
run as now their fast break scoring is at 22 with only 10 for Bacolod.
Oo. And a great defensive third quarter for the Iloilo team. Talagang single digit pa lang itong Bacolod.
At 7-19 as the scoring in this frame. Now there's a foul called on Jason Credo, who I remember before he was in the college program of Ateneo, he was also a star in high school. He was one of those biggest names from Ateneo. As now this lucky fan of the game is brought to you by Buenas. And there you have Mr. Mark Nonoy at full speed. Buti nasusundan pa siya ng mga fans natin.
Actually, si Jason Credo, one of the players na inay ko when I was still with Lasal noon.
Oh.
And they just won a championship there together with Joaquin Manuel sa Ateneo Juniors.
I think that was with Dave, SJ, Kai. That's the core. When they beat NU before NU won back-to-back. Now here's Alfred Cedillo. Second free throw is good. And now we have a new guy, Adrian Partosa, who did not play in the first half. It's hard to not spot him with his highlighter shoes. 60-45. Jason Credo going left, side step. He loves that. Basket and one.
Again, with their height right now, I think that's one thing na magandang ginagawa ng Ilo is getting that ball near the basket, then doon na sila mag-operate.
Biggest lead extended, 62-45. Jason now proceeds to the line. Kanina niya pa ginagawa yung 1-2 step na yun, Coach Louie. When you were trying to recruit him, was that already a specialty of his?
Kasi yung contribution, yung overall contribution niya, usually when I try to watch players.
Oh, that's a sorry miss.
Yeah, it slipped already. Talagang nakikita ko kung hindi makakashoot, ano pa yung pwedeng gawin.
Okay.
And Jason started as a defensive stopper.
Well, he does have the length as well to help him out.
Oo, kasi usually mga players na galing sa high school na mga defensive stoppers, ito yung mga magagaling mag-execute eh.
Mark Nonoy was just everywhere in that previous sequence. He almost lost the ball. But then there's that Washington College connection with Clint Dominguez, who was just fouled.
Yeah, and imagine all of these players right now playing for Iloilo did have played under good college programs. Okay, Ontenko played for the College of St. Benilde. Clint Dominguez, a champion in the NCAA. Then the three, ito si Mark Nonoy, champion this UAP. Then Wayne Capasio and Jason Credo, both are champions also.
Right.
So, it's not just getting talents. Alam, kumuha ka ng mga players na alam mo yon, merong winning culture.
Now, can they actually translate it to the Mpbl? Because this is a long season. They're going to go up against tougher teams, bigger teams at that. Later on, they would have a good preview as Pampanga will be in action. They are the ultimate standard so far in our league, as they are our defending champions.
Again, you talk about, I think siguro ang biggest question right now, especially with the young guns, yung toughness.
Yeah. Off of the steal, here's Ubalde. It's quite slippery, by the way. Bodies on the floor. Bacolod recovers. They slow things down. Ian Pardo working with McLean Sabelina. Back to Mac. Under a minute in the third. 10 on the shot clock. Ubalde given space. That's short. Another man down. And there's the recovery by Alfred Cedillo.
Oo. Makikita mo doon sa body language ni Ubalde na merong yung fatigue is starting to sink in na eh.
Ongteco, straight away 3. Oh, he wanted the 2-for-1. They're gonna get it. Cedillo, mid-range pull-up, yes. So it still is a 2-for-1 here.
Oo naman.
32 seconds.
That most likely Coach MC will take yung talagang gano'n yung sa set ng play. And Alfred Cedillo. Talagang yung perimeter ni Alfred staple eh.
Yeah, we did see that last year. And even in his stint with the Pasay Voyagers, good to have him back at 66-49, which makes the scoring in this quarter 25-13 in favor of Iloilo against Bacolod. And that's after winning the second quarter 27-17. So since the first 10 minutes, the scoring is 52-30.
Oo. Talagang yung medyo yung nag-usap na pinag-usapan natin na nakuha na yung tamang combination that started their run. They never look back. And ang mabigat naman for the Bacolod team, yung fatigue started to sink in. Dito na yung struggle nagsimula. So let's see what Coach MC designed. Are they gonna go for a 2-for-1 opportunity? So
Sinulit yung 2-for-1.
Oo, sinulit eh. Now, in-insert niya na ngayon si Gomez.
Not me, but Gab Gomez.
Oo. Richard ka eh.
hindi. Ibang usapan yun. RV Berjay up top to Gab Gomez.
No 2-for-1.
Here's Jason Credo going right. Credo escapes mid-range, no good. Ball tap. Doliges will fire. And he misses.
Ayun
Out of bounds in favor of Bacolod.
Oh, those are the decisions right now na nakikita natin with Iloilo. Right now, ill-advised shots pa na too early, maybe kung may konting pasensya pa for a better shot, ayun yung marami na nakita natin sa kanila.
10 seconds to go here. No shot clock. Alfred Cedillo. He's been playing well in this quarter so far. Has 8 points. Three-pointer. No good. And Partosa loses time. Iloilo finishes the third quarter up by 17 big points.
Big third quarter by Iloilo. Started by Ray De La Rosa. Then in-insert na si Mark Nonoy. Kaya nagtuloy-tuloy na yung kanilang malaking kalamangan.
There's your guy, Ray De La Rosa, leading the way in terms of scoring with 15 for our two teams, actually, because the next leading scorers are Mark Nonoy and Nicole Ubalde, who have 10 each. But how about that speed by Mark Nonoy, now present in the Mpbl. This end of the third quarter score is brought to you by GameX, 66-49. We are back inside the Villar Coliseum in Las Piñas. And now let's talk about the fast break points and steals in this game.
Oo, 20 plus 14 itong Iloilo. 26-12 now in steals plus 4 din. And sa akin maganda to dahil nag-stick na sila dun sa game plan. And force itong Bacolod team na to take ill-advised shots, na ill-advised decisions kaya naka-force sila ng mga turnovers.
So Bacolod is now shooting at a 30% clip. It was at 35% by halftime. as Chadi Rangel scores off of a good feed by CJ Cancino.
That's how do you want. If you're the coach of Iloilo, gano'n mo gusto simulan yung quarter. And look at the quarter scoring. Okay, that second quarter, 27, and the third, 25. Talagang ang laki na nung output nitong Iloilo.
That's plus 22. As now they are continuing with the momentum that they have built. Whistle blown away from the ball. There's a charge. It's on Chadi.
And you know, Chadi, ang nakikita ko sa kanya sa game na to, pag nagkaroon ng konting contact, nagre-react siya. And if teams find out about that,
especially the veteran teams.
He's gonna get tested.
Yeah. There's a lot of mind games happening, especially at this level. I already have a lot of people in my mind. Imagine, later, we're gonna see the likes of Chad Alonzo, Mark Yee,
Jay Collado,
the Michael Mabulak. Chadi Rangel is gonna have one long season.
Nino Marquez, talagang Dexter Marquez. Sorry, Dex Marquez. Talaga susubukan talaga siya dyan.
Here's JJ Española, 7 on the shot clock. Nice bounce, but it was too low for Ubalde. $68-49. Try De La Rosa. Hand off to CJ. RV gets it back. De La Rosa for 3. That's short. I think it was hit.
Pero parang masyadong manipis for the ref to call it.
But well enough to bother his shot. As Tricky Perumingan sets, fires, and scores.
Yeah, finally.
6 points now for Tricky. RV Berjay, driving kick, up top to Gab.
Same play.
Gomez gave it some space, caging his opponent, and he got the foul.
And those are the things right now na easily nare-recognize ng mga players, especially of a drop coverage na talagang kinikage bigla, then the gore touch screen happens.
Yeah.
Diba? Then there's the floater already.
Okay, just so everybody would know, can you explain to our viewers what the gore touch screen is?
Yeah, it means it is pick and roll defense handle na yung tao ng pick setter fights the screen, tapos nun yung tao ng big man biglang sasagasaan. Ayun, wina-wipe out uli yung tao ng big man.
So it's two screens.
Two screens, exactly.
But on different people. There you go. You can actually search it. The Gortat screen. It's pretty amazing. As now CJ Cancino pushes. De La Rosa for 3. No good. 68-52. 7.5 minutes remaining in the third. Or in the fourth quarter, actually. We're down to the last frame. Maclean Savelina. In and out.
In and out.
Very unfortunate.
You know, this guy, sa tingin ko, mabigyan lang ng longer opportunity to play. Will get his confidence back. Itong si Maclean Savelina.
Oh, he was once upon a time a part of a Manila squad that reached the division finals as Danny Marilao scores on the break.
Because this guy is athletic. Alam mo yun, even at his age, still can run and jump and still can do great things for your team. Like this guy, si Danny Marilao.
Let me get to the numbers of Danny Marilao. He has 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 dimes in this game.
And sa tingin ko yung numbers na yan, magiging normal na yan kay Danny Marilao.
As this free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. To your point, this could be a new role for him. A bit more guard play on his side.
And that's always been the story ng ating season, every season. May player na nagbo-blossom, tapos may nagiging story ang team din. Which as for us right now, ito yung kailangan, makikita natin as the season progresses.
Is this the Alex Cabagnot effect on Danny Marilao? After all, Alex is a point guard. And he, I assume, would be very empowering to all of his teammates.
Oo, and also sa tingin ko, it's the responsibility being given to him by Coach Alex. He's really poised right now. Ito, si Danny kasi minsan pag kiskisin na ang laban, madalas kasama siya dun sa scene eh.
Sa kiskisan.
Sa kiskisan eh.
By the way, while we're talking about this Bacolod team, Rashawn McCarthy is in the lineup of Bacolod. And that should be a force to reckon with here in the Mpbl.
Oo naman. I think once this lineup is complete, ibang dimension kasi yung pwedeng ibigay ng mga players right now na hindi pa naglalaro sa kanila eh.
And McCarthy did average 14 points per game for a couple of years when he was playing for Terra Firma. Before, it was actually called Colombian Jeep. He also had a stint with Kia. Before that, he was drafted by San Miguel.
Kasi ang pinag-uusapan lang naman natin right now, the very reason why nagkaroon ng separation itong Iloilo is because of depth. When these four guys playing right now with McLean Sabilina, talagang bumabagsak talaga yung efficiency nila eh. Pag nagpahinga isa sa apat eh.
So you have a fantastic four for
Bacolod right
so far.
now.
Mark Nono misfires, rebound. Here come the white shirts. Ubalde on the move. Oh, he just gave that ball up onto Tricky, who misfires.
Oh, look at Danny Marilao.
Ubalde in trouble. Not much space there.
That's decision making already for Ubalde. And sometimes when you're tired,
there you go. I was about to bring it up.
Oo, talagang pipiliin mo na lang yung madali eh.
Kick out, Doliges for three. That's good. And now the Bacolod team is looking gassed. While Iloilo continues to pound in this game. 71-55. Their shooting is a lot better now. Up to 41%. Especially if you compare it to the opening frame, where the struggle was absolutely real. 71-55, 5 minutes and 40, we have a timeout. Presenting our Suzuki muscular and sporty fans of the game. Just like the Avenus, do more and achieve more with the muscular and sporty scooter from Suzuki. The Avenus, oras na para magmotor. Gotta love the fans present already inside the Villar Coliseum. First game pa lang, Coach Louie, at marami ng tao.
Oo, kaya pala malamig dito kasi mapupuno pala tayo eh.
Parañaque will be in action versus Manila in our third game. But before that, we have our defending champions, Pampanga. They will battle it out with Rizal. There's a miss, but a putback for Bacolod. Jacob Galicia.
71-57 in favor of Iloilo. Pero then again, mahaba pa ito. Isang medyo magandang run lang, makakabalik agad itong Bacolod.
Here they go, JR Galit. Looking ahead. Galit, the spin. Tough shot. Short. Galicia.
Good
nice
pass.
And that's a foul. Kanyal proceeds to the line. The fight is there. You see it.
Oo naman. And again, this group right now, with itong Bacolod team group right now, this is gonna hold their ground for 2 minutes. Alam mo yun? Pag kasi after 2 minutes, sigurado ako, babalik na yung uli sila Marilao eh.
The Fantastic Four. Why don't you enumerate the Fantastic Four now?
Oo, is the case. JJ Española, Ricky Perungingan, si Ubalde, at itong si Danny Marilao.
Okay.
Then +1. +1 big guy.
Kanyal converts. Big guy on the other end comes in, J.R. Teco. Same goes for Aaron Heruta. They replace Jed Diaz and Mark Nonoy. Nonoy, by the way, in this game, let me just get to his stats. He has 7 steals with 10 points and also 6 assists.
Oh, limited minutes pa.
Oo. That's a total of 18 minutes of play for him. Capacio lost the ball and a chance to run. They go right. Galicia is blocked by Doliges. I thought that he actually walked.
Great transition defense there by Iloilo.
Heruta warding off his defender. He gets the foot back. A wise move by the Iloilo homegrown. 73-58, 4 minutes and 12. Pastas, step back, 3-pointer, short. Good box by Kanyal. And here's Galit. He's hacked by Win Capacio.
Si Kanyal, no, unorthodox when he's inside, pero effective. He's getting the job done. And this guy in the free throw line always gets the job done.
First free throw is good for Galit. The lead is 15. Now RV Berjay checks in, replacing Gwyn Capacio. You know, this is actually a big testament. If RB is going to be a finisher for Iloilo, sabihin, ang taas na talaga ng caliber of play niya.
And sa akin naman, makikita mo naman talaga, especially dun sa home stretch ng season ng 5th season natin, mataas na yung level na nilalaro ni Berjay noon.
Galit was called for the foul. Doliges is at the line, and now it's AJ Madrigal, another UP Fighting Maroon, checking in.
Just going back to Berjay, especially nung bumalik na si Marvin Junicio sa NCAA.
Sa'yo.
Sa akin, oo. Doon na nag-shine talaga si Berjay, and they were able to get that final spot
in the playoffs.
Di ba?
The problem was the number 1 seeded team for the Pampanga Giant Lanterns, who went undefeated in the whole of the playoffs. But we did see them battle it out. Lalo na sa game number 2, mas maganda kanilang naipakita noon. Doliges.
15 points already in this game.
Welcome back, Mr. Clint Doliges. He had a short stint with the San Juan Knights back in Season 4. Marilao escapes. Turnover. Ongteco on the run. JR all the way for 2.
Pinoy step na rin.
18 points. That is the advantage for Iloilo.
Na-imagine, wala pa sa lineup nila si Beltran, si CJ Katapusan, at si Shaq Imperial for Iloilo. Ready na for the long season.
You really need depth. You need to shuffle your players in and out. We've always talked about that. The season is going to stretch up until December, as usual. Mondays to Saturdays. We only have 1 day off for the Mpbl.
So parang at least in 2 weeks, makaka-4 na laro kayo. Medyo taxing yun.
Madrigal, no basket. And a foul on the loose ball.
That's 29 games in total.
Tama.
Just in our elimination.
Let's do the math. So if there are 3 games per day, so that's 6 teams times 6. So 36 teams ang kailangan sa isang linggo. May 6 na uulit. Danny Marilao converts. The Fantastic Four is back with Jacob Galicia. It's a smaller lineup for them.
hope it's not too late. Pero ako, alam ko, pakiramdam ko magkakaroon pa ng mini run itong Bacolod.
Let's see if your feelings are right, Coach Louie. Under 3 minutes to go. Aaron Heruta. The drive and the whistle.
Oo, that's an offensive foul.
By the screener?
Oo.
Do you still actually call it a screen kapag nasa loob ka na nangaharang para sa umaatake mong teammate?
We call it wipe out already.
It's a wipe out. Para kang bumabox out eh.
Minsan tricky yung play na yun eh. Kasi
tricky pero humingan.
Pag naghumingi ka ng bola, hindi obvious.
Oo, tama. Tsaka magkakadikit lahat eh.
Oo, sometimes you can get away with it.
Back with Bacolod. Oh, great contest but a nice finish by Danny Marilao.
Oo, 4-0 run now.
Counter on the other end. RV Berjay, no foul.
Ito yung sinasabi natin. So let's see.
Oh, that is very unfortunate for Nicolo Balde who might have tweaked his ankle.
Ayun ang mabigat. And ito yung sinasabi. Grabe na yung tinrabaho ni Nico Balde itong game na to. So most of the time, ito yung nakakalungkot. Nalalapit ka talaga sa injury.
He's played 26 minutes so far. 4 out of 12 from the field, 13 rebounds, 6 on the offensive end, 2 assists and 3 steals for Nicolo Ubalde. But he has to be subbed out. JR Galit will now return.
And you just mentioned the numbers. Nakakapagod talaga.
Oo.
And he's a 2 guard. Imagine, 13 rebounds ka.
As a 2 guard. Very Josh Hart-esque. Is he the best example? How about in the Philippines? Rebounding guards. Sino best example, Coach Louie? Scotty Thompson. Oh, how can we forget about Scotty Thompson? Perpetual is just a street away from the Villar Coliseum.
We're just right across.
My apologies. Turnover story, +4 for Iloilo. Omteco turns around and scores.
And that stops the little run. Sayang no? Yung unfortunate events lang kung nakakuha pa sila, baka may chance pa eh.
These last 2 minutes are brought to you by GameX. Ooh. There's a whistle blown, a foul as Madrigal was getting ready for that easy layup.
And Iloilo already in the penalty. So that this means 2 free throws for Danny Marilao.
Now we have a new guy checking in. Si Coach Louie ang magpapakilala sa kanya para sa atin.
Oo, itong si Entrata played for the San Beda Red Lions in the NCAA. And don't be deceived by his look. This guy can ball.
Okay, I wanna see it.
Tingnan mo pa lang yung shoes eh.
Tama, Mamba mentality na. Ano pa yan? May GG pa yan sa shoes niya. Okay, so it's Danny Marilao at the stripe. Second free throw is no good. Entrata trying to deceive everybody. You can see his composure.
That's a walk.
Huling-huli ni Coach Louie Gonzalez. Now JB Kapunan checks in. Young JB is back in the Mpbl. We saw him before with the Pasay Voyagers. Yun nga lang pag nasa basketball world, hindi ganun ka-celebrity si JB Kapunan. Masikat sa kanya dito si CJ Cancino. Pero syempre sa kanyang industriya, ano yan, mahusay si JB, si Young JB.
Nandiyan pa si Poy Poy Aktub.
Tama. Tedillo, backing down, he lost the ball. And here comes Iloilo. Oh, nice move. Just a miss for Entrata. Ooh, pero Minga just barged in.
Yeah, clearly.
An absolute charge against Tricky. RV Berjay was totally ready for it. And you see the crowd already present inside the Villar Coliseum.
Again, I think, kasi sa ganda rin naman talaga ng yung naka-line up na game sa atin for today.
We're back with RB Berjay. Able to bring the ball down smoothly. AJ Madrigal from downtown. Talk about being a favorite in his team.
Oh, and finally, in their first game, was able to hit a three-pointer already because this guy, kay last season, talagang ang daming opportunity na binibigay sa kanya ni Coach MC. Alam mo yun, makashoot ng 3 points.
At yung teammates each and every time, they just wish that he would be able to score.
Oh.
Because he's such a fun guy. And it has even reached the point wherein Coach Christian Luanzon would describe it as sometimes distracting. Kasi lagi siya nakangiti. Kahit na nagagalit na yung coach niya, nakangiti pa rin si AJ Madrigal.
You know, I haven't had a chance to work with this guy. Pero siguro iba energy nito sa practice eh.
For sure.
'Di ba? Kasi parang bakit lagi siya parang paborito ka? 'Di ba? So, there's something with this guy na hindi pa natin nakikita siguro, and I hope na makita natin.
He had a bit of a look before he passed that ball, and his teammates were already cheering for him to shoot it again. 36 seconds remaining. Etrata on to Gab Gomez. His three-pointer is no good. Offensive rebound. Young JV. He scores 2 points for JV Kapunan.
And those are the ano mo yung mga happy moments na makukuha nyo, especially na nang magagaling yan doon sa mga players nyo na alam mo, hard workers.
Yes. It's only the beginning, but it's a good beginning for Iloilo. But you might also want to argue, if you would just look at the paper, roster-wise, people would have given Iloilo the ultimate edge already in this game. Some might have even expected that they will win by a margin such as this.
But etong Bacolod, sa akin ang naging issue lang naman dito talaga, fatigue lang eh.
Fatigue.
Kasi nga walang depth. It's just the 4 guys really, plus 1. Ang naging heart and soul nitong game nila versus Iloilo eh.
So this should be it. Etrata will just dribble the ball out.
And imagine, sinabi pa ni JJ Española, ang struggle right now is in transition nila from 3-on-3 to 5-on-5.
The full court.
The full court.
Fatigue would be a big factor. They're at 75%. Yan ang sabi ni JJ na numero sa atin in terms of conditioning for 5-on-5 basketball, but at least they got it settled already on the half court. Congratulations to Iloilo for getting their first victory in the 6th season of the Mpbl. Mark Nonoy is our best player of the game with 10 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, and 7 steals to his name.
Alam mo yun, maganda yung trademark yan. Siguro maganda pa rin panoorin yung second game nila. Dito naman, hintay naman natin yung pag-breakout naman ng kanilang isa pang star player na si CJ Cansino.
That's right.
Yeah, congratulations to Mark Nonoy on his very first game as a pro player playing for the Iloilo team.
And he was also a +9 on the court. But we also want to give a shout out to your player, Rai De La Rosa, who scored 15 for Iloilo. That best player of the game was brought to you by Buenas. And now this final score is brought to you by GameX, 85-67. May final thoughts ka ba, Coach Louie?
Great team. Great first game. But surely itong ating second and third game will be more exciting. So,
coming right up.
So please stay tuned.
There you go. We have Rizal taking on the defending champions, no less. The Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Encho Serrano is already warming up with Renz Alcoriza, Raymond Binuya, and the rest of the white shirts. Thank you for joining us in our first game. For Sidney Crespo and Coach Louie Gonzalez, my name is Migs Gomez at magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.